When was it that you started working in the dock? What year? Do you remember?
Well, with the docks, you only got in there if your father died or something like that.
Oh, really?
And my father died in 1959, and I got my book in 1960. I took his sort of place. It went from family to family, same families. You went down there and it might be 10 of the same family working there, like, you know.
So
but that's how you got your book, well, as they called it, your book. What that was a book you had, and you went from wharf to wharf. You didn't have a permanent job. You'd go from wharf to wharf, and they used to put a list up on the walls down Tooley Street and tell you how many men were required or what boat was arriving the next day, and you would what we called in them days shaped out.
Shaped out.
And they used to call it shaped out.
Okay.
And I expect you're both too young to see Marlon Brando in On the Waterfront.
I know who Marlon Brando is, but I haven't seen that.
Well, in that, it really showed you how you were taken on. You got there, you got on a boat line, and what he was called, Dockmaster, labour master, he'd walk along and go, you, and that's how you got your day's work. You never knew when you went out.
First come, first served.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It's whether you were liked or not.
Really?
Or thought you was a bit.
That's why you had to know everyone.
Well, you had to get to know them, and I mean, I can remember my mother, one of the labour masters was a neighbour of ours. And I'd get home and I said, never got a job. And she'd say, that so-and-so never gave you a job. But that's how it was. Like, you know, it was really, and people done all sorts of things to get work. They'd kick you and you'd bend down. Well, you know, they'd do anything to
get a job.
To push you out of the way and get a job, like, you know.
That's
very
crazy.
It was hard. It was really hard times, and we're not talking a long while ago, are we? Until but it was a wonderful way of life. I wouldn't have changed it. You only got, if you didn't work hard, you didn't get any pay. It's entirely down to you. You could earn good money. You could earn good money in them days.
Was it good pay then?
You really had to work for it. But you got nothing if you never got a job.
Yeah.
Did they pay you by the hour or?
No, you paid by what tonnage you moved.
Really? Okay.
Oh right, so you really did have to work hard.
That's right. I mean, you might think it was nothing that 4 men would be in a barge, 4 or 6, and would do 10,000, 50 odd pounds of butter, so they do thousands in a day between them 4. Literally, they probably moved on their own about 20, 30 tonne.
Jesus.
And you had to work at that speed to earn money.
Yeah. Imagine that.
It was.
You just kill your body though, isn't it?
Well, you felt good. It made you really fit. You were young, very young, and you were working in the open out, and it was fun because you had nothing to worry about. You know, you go back, you've got to produce something, haven't you? But if you didn't get to work, you didn't get nothing. But you wanted to work because you wanted to have good money. But in that time, you still had plenty of fun, like, you know. And I tell you, I mean, there was an occasion I saw 300 dockers playing snowballs. They couldn't work because of the snow. Because we couldn't work in the snow. And have a snowball fight, you know, it was a great way of life, you know, I would never knock it. I worked on Polish ships, and most of that would be butter, and they used to call Tooley Street the larder of the country, because it used to bring, you know, bacon and lots of bacon they done there, and butter, and it was all that sort of, you know.
So we loading it onto vans and off ships as well?
Well, you load it off the ships, onto what you call the key gang, and the key gang then took it away and stowed it in a mark, we would call a mark, which you might have an anchor butter and a different butter.
Oh.
And then when the lorries came to take them away to different parts of England. But that was riverside, but I went on from the riverside when it closed into the enclosed docks.
Okay.
And they'd got a scheme there that wasn't very good, and this is what helped kill the docks, is they don't matter what you've done, you got the same money.
Exactly.
Well, we weren't, the thing, we weren't educated that way, you know. And you'd be working up, you're working a bit quick, and people go slow down, you're getting no more money.
Yeah.
And it killed it, really. And they didn't turn the ships around like that because there was no incentive anymore, because you started a docker when you went in, and when you retired you were still a docker. There was nowhere you could get any promotion like you may move up, there was none of that. So it was only you got, while you work in life, you wanted to get plenty of work and earn the money, but that was the only way you could do it. And that's what killed it, really, killed the dock.
I can imagine if everyone's getting the same money for...
And you get, even how much you do, you know, and you get people say, slow down, what's the matter with you?
Oh yeah, I mean, if you can do
no
it...
bonus, there was no bonus, there was nothing, you know. And I don't know.
You see how it killed the industry, right?
What a stupid scheme, you know, but they wanted to kill it, really, but I think really wanted to.
They move over to sort of vehicles.
Well, when you see the riverside now, it's all luxury flats and whatever, and they're worried about the petrol on the road, but they had a bit of forethought, all that, then big ships come down, and into the enclosed docks, which is where I went afterwards, alongside every shed was a railway line, which went to every village in the country. They didn't need to have anything put on the road.
Yeah.
And they let all that go, really, for the property.
How long did you work in the docks in total?
I went out in the 60s, and I came out, I think about 71.
Okay, it's quite a while then.
Yeah, but that was the end of it. Like, I would have stayed forever if the work had been there, but they sent me from Tudor Street to Tilbury.
Okay.
And you're earning no money, you're a long way from home, Tilbury. They gradually moved me back, and then they started closing the river down, more river places down. And I went to the Royal Albert. Then from the Royal Albert, they brought you near what we call sectors. You had sectors, different sectors, like, you know. And they moved you nearer your sector, and I came back to the West India dock. And when that closed, the rumour was that you'd be going back to Tilbury. And I came out then, I thought, somebody could go back to Tilbury, couldn't face that. I didn't mind going over to Western. You know, you didn't have a lot of travelling time, but going to Tilbury, on top of earning no money there, that's right, yeah.